And welcome, everybody, back to the Sam McKee Memorial Broadcast set. I have a very special guest sitting next to me. It is Dave Brower's cousin, Gary Nikorak. And Gary, you and Dave grew up together, is that right?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
His mom was my mom's sister, and we got a small family, so we always got together at the grandparents' house and whatnot.
All right, so you spent all your holidays with Dave and his family.
Exactly. And it's just, it's a shock that he's gone.
Yeah, well, it's a shock to all of us, and not only the personal family, but to his racetrack family as well, because, as it is normally in families, it works out this way. I saw him a whole heck of a lot more than any of you guys did over the last 5 years.
Right, yeah, that's exactly right.
So it really was a shocker.
It was a shocker, yep. And, once in a while, maybe half a dozen times, we would come over to the track, and I'd sit with Dave in the clubhouse. And this one particular night, we sat down, and Dave would always have his picks. I'd always have my picks. And then Dave tells me, bet a 1-2 exacta. So I go to the window, and I bet $100 1-2 exacta. But I said exacta box to the woman. And she said, that'll be $200. I said, no, it should be 100. She goes, no, you boxed them. I said, no, I only want the 1-2 straight. Okay. She gave me my money back. Sure enough, 2-1 came out. As they're crossing the finish line, Dave reached down for a bottle of Maalox, and he just put it up in front of me.
But now, why did you just go $50 box? What's the matter with you?
It's crazy.
I mean, whenever the guy gives you out a cold exacta, you got to bet it the other way.
That's exactly right.
What are some other things you can tell us about Dave when he was a young man before he got onto the scene here at the Meadowlands as a teenager?
He was an avid Yankee fan. Whenever we get together, we'd play baseball together, and we go to a bunch of Yankee games together, and just a family guy. Like I said, a bunch of families have, a ton of people, and it was just him and his sister Laura and me and my brother Steve and our parents. But no, Dave was great to hang out and never a loss for words.
He was a guy, I talked pretty much at length, I should say, with Mr. Shoup, his 7th grade teacher, who we're going to interview a little bit later. And he told me that Dave was really an exceptionally intelligent guy.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Dave was a numbers guy, and I was also a numbers guy, so we'd have, especially when we were younger, we'd have little competitions multiplying 2 and 3 numbers together without a calculator, so you'd come up with the answer.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Dave was always a guy who was very, he would think a lot about things when he examined the track. Is that what he brought to other walks of his life, other walks of his personality?
I heard your speech this morning, and how you were saying how Dave always complimented everybody else.
He did.
That really was Dave. We'd be sitting down, watching, a game on a Sunday morning, and he would always be talking about you guys. And you got to see this guy at work, and you got to see this woman at work. This one's the best at what they do. So Dave was very humble, and he always gave everybody else credit.
In the end, how big a loss is it to your family? I know it must be huge, but it's a question that I really want to know the answer to, because we know how much we all love Dave.
Absolutely huge. And like I said, we have such a small family that now it's my brother had died 22 years ago as well. So now it's just Dave's sister Laura and myself, and Dave's mom and my mom.
Well, Gary Nikorak, we'd like to thank you very much for coming on camera and talking about Dave. We all miss him terribly, and I think that he would just say to us, we have to move forward.
Exactly right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Gary, thanks so very much. Up next, Ken Warkentin with the second race post parade. Gabe Pruitt will be back, and we'll talk about the second race after that.